Black teenagers and young women in the United States go missing at significant rates, receive less sustained mainstream media attention than white victims of comparable age and circumstances, and sometimes wait longer for the full investigative resources their cases deserve. Lania's story is hers, but it also sits inside that documented pattern, and her family knows it. In Cumberland County, as in many counties shaped by military presence and economic strain, disappearances happen against a backdrop of institutional complexity. Multiple law enforcement jurisdictions, overlapping social systems, schools that house thousands of teenagers. The structures meant to notice when someone vanishes are not designed equally for everyone they cover. The last time Lania's family saw her in person was November 16, 2021, a Tuesday. Her grandmother, Viola Spencer, drove her to Cape Fear High School and dropped her at the front entrance. That is the last confirmed in-person family sighting in the public record. What happened over the next several days is where the public timeline becomes contested. Early missing person materials compiled by the CUE Center for Missing Persons, an organization that advocates for families in cases with limited official resources, describe a period in which Lania was reportedly with her boyfriend at a hotel in the area, that the two argued, that he said she had left, and that her phone had been broken or become unreachable. The CUE Center's account places that encounter around November 20th. A separate secondary source says Lania spoke to family members on November 20th. The public record does not allow us to independently verify either of those claims against an authenticated document. What complicates the picture further is what prosecutors would allege nearly 5 years later. District Attorney Billy West, speaking at a court appearance in August 2026, told the court that Lania and the man she was with had a domestic dispute on November 19th.
She was shot in the head as a result of that domestic dispute.
One day before those secondary sources claim she was in contact with others. That conflict between the prosecution's stated date and the secondary source accounts is not resolved by anything currently in the public record. It may reflect early reporting errors. It may reflect the limits of second-hand accounts compiled years after the fact. Investigators have not publicly explained it. This episode will not resolve it for you because the honest answer is that we cannot. What the record does establish is this. Sometime in the days following November 16th, Lania stopped being reachable. Her family noticed. And when a formal missing person report was filed with the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office, with the most reliable official date being November 23, 2021, she had already been gone for at least a week. That 7-day gap matters. Not to assign blame, late filings in missing person cases involving teenagers are